And still on the Sussexes, Gemma, we understand that they haven't been invited to Balmoral. Both you and I have had some pretty eventful family occasions, but everyone still gets invited. Is this a surprise?
Nobody does conflict like ethnic families, Caro. We seem to manage our way through it. Look, I think it's sad. I think any kind of family fracturing is sad. It doesn't fill me with any kind of delight to read that sort of thing because, you know, all we have at the end of the day is family. But I also understand the need for healthy boundaries when somebody has betrayed the trust of their family, like Harry certainly has with the book and with other things. It's not like, you know, you can love someone you can love someone from a distance if that's the healthiest way to do it. And why would you bring or allow that friction and that discord and that presence into a family gathering when there's still things unresolved? If it were me and it was, I mean, my brother wouldn't be that stupid. He's a pretty good bloke, to be honest with you. But if, you know, unless and until somebody's willing to say, look, I'm sorry that I hurt you, or I'm sorry that I did that, and at least represent with some degree of genuine behaviour that they are genuinely sorry, not just sorry for the consequences and not just sorry for getting caught. I think it's okay to leave some healthy boundaries in place. Otherwise, what are you doing? You're just rewarding and enabling that bratty behaviour. I think it's really sad.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more, Jemmy. And a trailer has just been released for The Cowboy and the Queen, a film which tells the story about the Queen and her friendship with an American horse trainer. Here's a look at that.
If you'd have asked me, do you think this world could really change in your lifetime? I would have said absolutely not. But when the Queen of England called, she completely changed my life.
Samara, how did this film come about?
I think basically it came about because Monty Roberts was endorsed by the Queen. He had a very unorthodox style to training horses, something that really wasn't popular at the time. But the Queen came along, as she always was, a pioneer of horse racing and anything to do with horses. I think she'd actually be I'm kind of upset that this thing didn't come out when she was alive, because I think that she'd be really happy to watch it and be a part of the actual documentary. It's kind of, you know, this is happening after the fact. But, you know, it used to be the common thing to break a horse's spirit. And this obviously, Monty Roberts championed a much more, you know, nicer environment for training horses and really a new technique. And the Queen came along early on, endorsed that, and they, you know, they had a wonderful friendship. He's obviously said that she was the wind beneath my wings. It's just an absolutely glowing report of the stoicism that the Queen had when it came to horse racing, horse riding. I mean, that was her true passion. Anyone who truly knows her is the only thing you should talk to her about is horses if you want to get on in her good books. And I think it's just a beautiful sort of homage to that passion that she had. And it's great to see that being focused on amidst all the craziness of the last couple of years with how the royal family's been brandished.
Yeah, very, very fair. And Gemma, the Queen was such a well-rounded person. She had a real talent for being able to engage with anyone. How important are stories like this?
I mean, they're just so important for so many reasons, but I just want to point out to those of us who are not equestrian literate, Monty Roberts is the pioneer of liberty, the liberty approach to horsemanship. It is revolutionary. It is about partnership within horse and rider. It is absolutely the benchmark for how horsemanship should be conducted. It is revolutionary, and this relationship between the two of them cannot be overplayed. But it tells the story of a woman who was more than just a monarch, who was inquisitive and curious and wanting to learn, and to the end of her life, as we all know, committed to service. And I think, you know, making a nod to our previous conversation about Harry and Meghan, they seem so desperate to create this concept of a legacy or something that they're known for. And all there in the family, there is the late, Her Majesty, who wrote the book on it. Who wrote the book on service and gratitude and grace. And this is one facet. I mean, we all knew that she loved horses. We all knew that. But for her to endorse and partner with someone who at the time was seen as a little bit of a renegade, for those of us who have been raised with horses as I have. It's actually extraordinary to say that she wasn't afraid to take risks, because that would have been quite a risky position for someone to take in that sector at the time. So I can't wait to watch this. I feel like I should be reporting on it at some point somehow.
Yeah, I feel like you should. I feel like you should. And wonderfully put. Gemma Tognini and Samara Gill, thank you so much for joining us.